Hello, everybody. This is Jason Akers with Green Acres Pest Control, and today we have internet. Hopefully, hopefully. I'm running a speed test right now. This is now going on the third week in a row. But from what I understand, the reason my internet was so bad before and the reason I kept getting disconnected is because I had to clean my computer. I had a dusty system. It was overheating, and hopefully now we can actually do a stream tonight. If you like the video, don't forget to thumbs up. And so let's talk about some bugs. And so it looks like I've got good internet today. Let me know if everybody can hear me, if you can see me, if everything looks good, if everything sounds good. Let me know. Downloading kind of slow, but uploads are really good. So hopefully you guys will be able to see me and hear me and understand everything that's going on tonight. Multi-streaming through Twitch and YouTube. We're going to see how things go. About half of my paid bandwidth, what I pay for. Hopefully it'll work tonight. How's everybody? Is everybody ready for the weekend? Thursday night. Hopefully everybody's ready for the weekend. So, anyway, what's everybody up to? Let's see what is it? What I do? What's it called? Let's do some Reddit questions. How about that? All right. So we're on the Reddit bed bugs because, well, I'm banned. So I can't comment on anybody's posts here. So tonight we're going to answer some questions. I started doing this about, I don't know, how long has it been? Maybe 3 or 4 months ago. They banned me for answering questions and trying to make people feel better about their situation. So let's look here. I work security in a heavily infested apartment building, part 2. Part 1. Let's see. It says confirm bed bugs. What? Who confirmed those were bed bugs? Oh, that's bed bugs. Yeah, there are some bed bugs in there. Those are bed bug casings right there, definitely. And some live bed bugs. Wow, that's pretty heavily infested for sure. That's like nightmare fuel for people afraid of bed bugs. Do we think this is a bed bug? We do. I did that as a bed bug. So, thank you so much for all the information you share with us. Well, thank you, Kristen. Appreciate you stopping by. Let me see if I can send a message. I was supposed to send somebody a message. There we go. I had to send somebody a message on Facebook when I went live. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the internet working now. I'm pretty sure I got it working today. I worked on it. I'm with Lumos Fiber, and I had the guy out here, well, the day after I streamed, it was Friday. I had him right out here, and he went over everything I had hooked up. He checked the line, everything was fine. And so I realized it's on my end, something wrong with my hardware. So I went and I pulled out my computer and I checked over it real well, made sure everything was hooked up right. And when I was doing that, I realized it was really dusty inside. I hadn't blown it out in a while. So I took everything apart, cleaned it out really good, and that fixed my problem. And I've had good internet ever since. So, but yeah, there is a bit of a I'm not dropping any frame. It says here, I'm not dropping any frames like the last time I streamed. So hopefully we'll go through the night without too much interruption. He said that there is a little bit of an issue here locally. So ever since the hurricane went through, the same one that damaged North Carolina real bad, ever since that storm went through, there actually has been some damage here in my local area to the bandwidth here. The station that I'm actually plugged into has had a little bit of disruption. They're trying to fix it, get the parts replaced that are broken. It wasn't supposed to have affected my node, but it does. It did affect a lot of Lynchburg and surrounding areas, and he said it could be affecting me in the next coming days because as they repair it and they have to switch things around and stuff, it might cause me a little bit of issues with my lag. But right now, let's do a speed test together. So he showed me this page called Wi-Fi Man. I'd never heard of it. So we can run a Wi-Fi test here. And it automatically will just do it. And so see, I'm running, now I should be downloading at 900 is what I should be downloading at, but instead I'm downloading at about half of the speed of what I should be downloading. And then when I upload, which last week I was getting 30, now I'm getting over 400. So that's about fine to stream. So hopefully we won't have any interruption, but it is nighttime. A lot of people are on it. My wife's watching TV and stuff upstairs, and everybody's kind of patched into the internet. So as you know, the more people that are patched into my wire router, the slower it'll get. But with 300 up and 600 down, we should be good. So hopefully we won't get interrupted tonight with our stream. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing all right? Anybody have any questions? Let's see. Oh, good grief. Reddit loves me too. Don't feel bad. The problem is that I genuinely want to help people, with their bedbug problems. And what happened was a guy had actually asked a question on Reddit. And if I can pull it up, I can actually show you. Let's see here. What was said and what got me banned. Because it tells you, gives you like the last time that you were notified by the bedbug Reddit place. So, all right. So let me see if I can. Okay. Post this up here. All right, so there's the Reddit question I posted. This is what got me banned. Okay. Crossfire works wonderful. I've been using it for about 6 years or so now and have no regrets in my business at all. Look me up on YouTube if you're interested in DIY solutions that actually work. Okay. I've helped thousands of people in your shoes. I'm sorry you're having this issue, but don't feel defeated. It is absolutely possible to do this. They aren't that hard to eliminate, and exterminators love to make you feel like you're fighting a losing battle. But they are just bugs and can be taken care of. And I did a little heart, and I said, good luck. Also, try the Discord channel. It's full of people who have had success too. I think there's links on that to YouTube as well, or the YouTube too. I don't share links here because my posts get removed, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Don't hesitate to message me here either if you prefer Reddit. All right. I gave no links. I gave no direction, or I told him to search for me. That's all I said. I didn't say anything but search for me and find me. Okay. And I get hit for spamming and solicitation. And after that, I was banned. The question was, I'm just posting because I'm in such a dark place. I found a dead bed bug in the same place as I found them 7 months ago. I broke down on the floor right there and just sobbed. We had a very minor isolated infestation in our living room, single family home. I had Terminex come and he treated the house 4 or 5 times, 2 times with temperate and at least 2 times with crossfire. The last treatment was early November. I hadn't seen a live one since the first treatment and hadn't even seen a dead bug in months. I got rid of so many things and had just started to let my guard down. It was the worst period of my life. So you understand, they're having a really, really bad time. And so all I tried to do was say, it's okay, you can do this. You'll get rid of the problem. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. So that's what happened. Um, anyway. Recently sprayed Alpine WSG for roaches in my car, and I haven't seen any since I sprayed almost a month ago. The infestation didn't seem bad, and I didn't see dead roaches all over the car. Well, that's normal. With Alpine, you don't typically see dead roaches because they usually die where they hide. Oh, uh-oh. What's happened? I think my microphone hit my camera. There we go. So yeah, normally with Alpine WSG, you don't see a lot of roaches because the roaches die where they're hiding. So if they're hiding, like let's say behind a firewall or in the insulation in the wall or under the carpet or under a chair or something like that, that's where they die. They don't die out in the open normally. So not typically, anyway. I'm still trying to send messages around to make sure people who want to get here can get here. We tried for over 6 years to get rid of these bugs. Ended up having to walk away from nothing, with nothing to our name, and finally moved into a home with no more bugs. Man, that's a lot to have to go through over bed bugs. So I wanted people to know that I am actually going to start a remodel in this room. We are going to build our own desk system in this room office. So from the wall that the camera is on, this wall, that's where everything sits on my desk. From one corner to the other, we're going to do a desk. And then from that corner to that corner, all the way over there, we're going to have a desk. And from that corner all the way to behind my office door, there's going to be a desk. And so it's going to basically be a big U shape in here. So everybody can kind of fit in here together because we use computers and stuff together as a family. And I need a better office than what I've got. And when that occurs, I may or may not be able to live stream. I think I posted this on the community side of my YouTube. So just to let people know, but I'm going to do the best I can to stream, but more than likely my computer and my desk is going to be taken down. I have to take all this stuff apart and get it out of here so that I can actually remodel this room. We're going to paint and remodel this room. So when that happens, I won't be able to live stream. I'll try to maybe get on my iPad or something. I was actually thinking of setting some tripods up over in the corner here and filming it. So I may be putting it up on my member side or something, or maybe TikTok or something like that, so people can see what I'm planning on doing with the room. But yeah. So I just wanted to kind of let people know, give you a heads up. Let's see. We tried for over 6 years to get rid of these bugs, ended up having to walk away. Okay, I saw that. Let's see. Devout said, you even answered the question first thing in the paragraph. They didn't have to read any more than that. Let's see. 6 years of them biting. I really appreciate the response, Jason. You've helped me kill bed bugs, ants, and now roaches out of my car. Cool. Um, Never dealt with one, but have anxiety. Oh, about the bed bugs. Yeah. Let's see. This is I've kind of changed a little bit. I got a new camera, so let me change this. There we go. Put that in a different spot. I got a new camera. What's everybody think? Is it a good picture? I can show you my old one. This is my old camera. I think I did this last week too. Though. I've got camera 2. That's my old camera. So, what do y'all think? Which one's better? Camera 1? Camera 2? Camera 1? 2. I like camera 2. I think it's better light, personally. But anyway, better picture. Makes me look old though. See, like this one, I don't know. This one, yeah, maybe I'm look younger in this one. I don't know. You tell me. Um, have you got a Cat 5 Ethernet cable? Yeah, I use Cat 5. I always use I always wire everything. If I can wire it, it's wired. There's wireless too, but I'm always wired in. I don't use wireless. Family does, but I don't. Uh, let's see. So, once upon a time, a long, long time ago, a very long, long time ago, a future exterminator was born. Me, 43 years ago. Today is my birthday. This is the first time I think I've ever streamed on my birthday. Today is my birthday. I am 43 years old today. Oh, holy cow, you snuck up on me. I didn't even hear you coming. What do you think, Emma? This is Emma. This is my daughter. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah. Say how you doing?
How you
Say what you doing? Where's Captain?
I can go get him.
So my second camera, camera 2, this one, I was thinking I would use as Captain camera. And when Captain comes in and lays on the floor right here, I thought I would picture that camera and let you watch the dog lay on the floor. I thought that would be fun for people. Let's see if I can get this. Let's see if I can get this down here. I don't want to mess up my other camera. No. Will it work? Will it reach? Sure. Pick it up. Pick this up right here. Let's see. Come here, Captain. Come here. There you go. Oh, no. Over here. Over here. Over here. You gotta look at the camera right there. Right there. I don't think Captain wants to play. Oh no, that's okay, Emma. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna bother the dog. If he wants to be upstairs with y'all, he can go upstairs with y'all. He's gonna want to. Hey, Emma. Will you fill that back up? Thank you. So this is camera 2 right here. This is camera 2. I feel like this camera is washed out. camera 2. So camera 1 is here. So let's see. If I go in here, let's do this, and I want to copy like that. And I go here and paste it. Is that how you do it? Yeah, there we go. All right. So this is camera 2. So which one do you guys like better? Like seriously, do you like camera 1, which is the main camera, or camera 2, the little camera? Which one do y'all like better? Let's see. What practice do you do when you are coming back from a job to prevent? Do you wash? Yes, I wash my clothes. I put them in the washer and the dryer. And I usually dry first and wash second. So that way everything's dead. If I accidentally brought anything in, I leave my shoes out on the porch. And I treat my car regularly anyway, so I don't get anything in my car. So, and no, that is not a bedbug sniffing dog. That is Captain Jack Sparrow. He is my golden doodle. He's a sweet little puppy. He loves everybody who comes to visit, and he's a sweet dog. He's my dog. So, y'all tell me what camera you like better. There is a little bit of delay because it's YouTube. YouTube always delays the stream, usually. So let's go back and answer some more Reddit questions. And that's one of the things about Twitch. When you stream on Twitch, you get like no delay. Like it's instant. You get feedback. So if I ask a question like, which camera do you like more, camera 1 or camera 2? Everybody there sees the question almost as soon as I ask. It might see 1 or 2 second delay. I've noticed with YouTube, you get as much as 30 to 45 second delay, which is a big delay. So go ahead and close this second camera down just in case, because it's taking up the whole screen. So anyway, hey Jason, if you still rate Crossfire a 10, how good is Alpine WSG for bed bugs? Alpine WSG for bed bugs, as far as elimination, is probably about a 7, maybe an 8, 7.5. Probably I'd probably rate it a 7.5, and mainly because bed bugs are starting to build resistance to Alpine, so I don't really recommend it for elimination. Now for prevention, it's great. Alpine's great. So yeah, that Blue Hue is a 1080p camera. It's a Logitech webcam. And I feel like the one that has more of a natural tone that's actually my cell phone camera. It's a 4K camera. And so I hooked that up to see if it was any better than what I've been using. A 4K is a pretty good resolution. So that's why I'm streaming that tonight. I want to be able to stream 4K video. Have you tried Vendetta 360 Roach Bait? I think it's new. I have not. I will need to look into that. Well, thank you, Brad. Brad's my cheerleader. Where you been, Brad? You usually here right first thing. Is that a bed bug? Let's see. The little one seems better to me. Camera 1 is framed. Yeah, camera 1's framed better. I worked really hard getting it set up right. But this is really, so last week I wanted to video game. I wanted to play WoW, and because I was tired. So I'm actually going to start streaming more often during the week. Now, Thursday nights, I'm going to still do as my live stream night where I can answer questions and talk to you guys and stuff like that. But on my every other time I stream, and it's going to be an impromptu stream. So I recommend you follow me, especially over on Twitch. If you know how to get to Twitch, the description's down, underneath the Bedbug Show, like right here. Let's see, Twitch is all the way over here, the /Green Acres PC. So what you do is you go to twitch.tv/Green Acres PC, and you should follow me there. I'm going to start streaming during the week whenever I play games and stuff with my family, with my kids, with my wife. I thought I would go ahead and jump on and answer some questions that way and actually play a game or two, because it gives me an ability to stay awake and not go to sleep. Because when I work all day, every day, I get tired, and it's hard for me to sit down here and stream if I can't keep myself, occupied on more. I'm very, maybe it's my ADD, but I have a better time sitting here if I'm occupied on something else and chatting at the same time, which is why I usually do a whole bunch of stuff. I've got like 3 or 4 different windows open. I've got my main window open up top that I use to share with you guys. I've got a window over here that I've got with like Facebook and stuff on it. And anybody that messages me, I see it over here. And then on this screen, because it's got 3 screens on this screen, I've got my OBS and all that stuff where I keep the stream here, where I can read everything. So I'm going to try to stream more often and maybe hang out with you guys, maybe even play a game with you guys if y'all want to. But that's going to be something that I do during the week. It's not going to be Thursday nights. It's going to be a different day. Or maybe during the middle of the day, if I happen to be home trying to take it easy, or if I'm sick or something like that, I might stream or something, and just to be able to keep up with you guys and answer questions. So currently using Vendetta in my treatments. I used Vendetta today, actually, in the roach job I did today. Apprehend. Do I like Apprehend? Is that what you're asking? I don't. All right. So the reason I don't recommend Apprehend for the do-it-yourselfer, and that's what this channel is really built around, is because Apprehend it's got a learning curve to using it. It's not that easy to use, and it requires specialized equipment and the understanding of how the fungus works. And so I don't really recommend that people use Apprehend on their own. Just like I don't recommend people use diatomaceous earth or store-bought pesticides and stuff like that, mainly because it's not as effective using it on your own as something like Crossfire. You're going to have a better result doing your own pest control with Crossfire than you will trying to use other products, because there is a bit of specialty in using some chemicals. And Apprehend is one of those chemicals. It really does require a lot of finesse to be able to use it correctly. That's why I don't recommend people use it. It's a fungal spore. The problem with fungus is when you're spraying it in a liquid and you're trying to apply it to a certain area, if you don't get the right coverage, or you get too much coverage, or you get too little coverage, it won't work. It just won't work. And I want to make sure that you're effective in getting rid of your bugs. Like Brad. Brad killed his. He used Crossfire, didn't you, Brad? Pretty sure Brad did. That's what he did. He comes in here all the time and talks about how I saved his family a lot of headache. So. Sorry. It's been a long day. So let me tell you what happened. Let me show you guys a beautiful thing. All right. This is my car. This is my favorite thing. I love my car. Well, other than my family. Like, this is like my second favorite thing. But this is my car. I love my car. It is really cool. Okay? So, Rory, let's see if I can show you his car. Rory was in a hit and run accident. And I may not have mentioned this on the channel, but he was in a hit and run accident maybe a month and a half ago. And I want to tell you this story. Let's see here. So Rory has his car. And it looks a lot like my car, except it's smaller. I have a Kia Sorento. He has a Kia Soul. Not a Kia Soul, a Kia Rio. So let's see what we've got. Was, oh man, it should be right there. It is. Sounds like Captain got in trouble. He should have stayed down here. Captain got in trouble. All right. So let's see. This is my car. Okay. This is Rory's car. So Rory got in a hit and run in town. He's okay. He's not hurt. But he got in a hit and run. So what happened is he got in an accident. His car is out of commission until January. That's when they can get in and fix it. They got to fix it. They got to do some work all in this area. And all this is shattered. The headlights ruined. The hood is all bent, all out of shape. And it runs because I drove it home, but that's Rory's car. And that's my car. So what happened was this car here has got issues with the motor burning oil. And apparently, right after Rory got his new car, which was yesterday, when I went out to turn this car over to this morning, it's got a real bad knocking in the motor that, of course, Kia won't honor their warranty. So now I've been going all day long dealing with Kia people and dealing with garages and trying to figure out who can replace the motor in my car and not charge me like they want a kidney from me. And it has been the most stressful day of my life so far this year. And so at least the year's almost over. But so I'm dealing with Kia. I don't think I'll ever buy another Kia. The car only has 80,000 miles on it. Now, hasn't even broken 100,000 miles and the engine has blown up. It's a known problem with Kias, with both from the year, 2012, Alicia?
2012 all the way to 2019, and they extended it to some of the 2020s as well. But they're saying it's not that specific matter, and it's doing the exact.
Oh yeah, it's doing the exact same thing. It's doing the exact same thing that all the other Kias do.
Included in the class action lawsuit,
right?
Which is a special edition. It's probably why it wasn't included on the class action lawsuit. So few of them were made.
Right.
Which is that makes me want to never buy another special edition again either.
I don't want to buy another Kia. I have had over the past 10, actually, honestly, 13 years. In the past 13 years, my first brand new car was a Kia Rio. My second car was a Kia Soul. And then I traded my Soul in for another Soul. I upgraded to a new Soul. My wife had an Elantra. That's 4 cars, right?
Yep, and then we sold the Soul.
We sold the Soul. Yep, so that's
16,000 miles on it, and then we were still in love with Kia and Hyundai.
That we bought Rory a Kia last year. Like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So that's 6.
And
we've had
12 years.
6 Kias within 12 years. And they won't honor their warranty. And that's, how many hundreds, $200,000 worth of cars?
A lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Like a house worth of cars. And they won't honor their warranty. Kind of sucks. All they got to do is put a motor in it. And I'd probably still keep buying Kias, but they're not going to warranty it. So, and here I am streaming to at least 28 people right now, telling you guys about it. So I recommend you tell your friends and family about it. I think you should spread the word. Kia's garbage. Can't even make 100,000 miles. So here I am trying to teach you guys about crossfire and bed bugs, and I'm also teaching you about what cars suck. And that's something. You learn something new when you're on the bed bug show. Can I order Crossfire through you? You cannot order Crossfire through me. We're not retail. But if you go here, that's annoying. If you go here and you go to youtube.com/green. Ta-da! And you go to the live stream you're on right now. And you scroll down. Look at that beautiful man. All right, you scroll down here and you click subscribe because you should. But if you click this little window right here, see how it's got show more here? And you scroll down and you go to the Amazon store right here. This link right here, click it. And then you wait a million years because I'm streaming, so internet's a little slow. All right, and then you scroll down to bed bug control, which is one of these. Bed bug supplies right here. And then you can order Crossfire right here. There it is, Crossfire. Click it right there. And there's where you buy Crossfire. Easy to get. Amazon.com, real easy. Probably have it in, I don't know, whenever they decide to ship it to you. Amazon's not the best shipper nowadays. So, my Kia has 155,000 miles. My dad's Kia had a lot of miles on it before his timing went out and blew his motor up. And he had a much older Kia than I did. That's why I bought Kias, because my dad, so if you factor my dad into it too, it's probably 20 years worth of Kias, Alicia.
Oh, yeah, your family has bought Kias for a long time.
Yep.
And I think between your dad losing his car here recently and us losing this car, I think we're done with Kia. And we've been long-time Kia buyers.
Yeah, so I'm probably, next one I might buy a Subaru or something like that. Something that'll be a little more dependable. Maybe a pickup truck. Might buy a Toyota. Probably buy a Toyota, something that's going to last. I mean, if I replace the motor in this car and it can last me for another, 3 years or so, then I might keep it for a year or so and maybe get me a backup. Hey, man, it's been. And I think I told everybody that I actually we're expecting another baby. And that'll be baby number 5. Apparently, it's going to be a boy, another boy, and see, we need big cars because we got a lot of kids in this house. I keep having all these babies. We keep making all these babies and getting all these babies, and then I gotta put them in rooms and I gotta give them a place to sleep because you gotta do that. The thing about kids is you can't just put a house in the yard and chain them to a tree or something. You gotta actually give them a bed. You gotta feed them 3 meals a day. You gotta give them diapers. You gotta have car seats. You gotta have strollers. You gotta have clothes. You gotta have toys for them, and just it's expensive. And then you gotta let them get hit in the road with the car. It costs you thousands of dollars
While they're in the car.
while they're in the car.
Not them getting hit by a car.
Well, I'm talking about Rory. Yeah, when they're teenage drivers. They cost you all kinds of money. You gotta take care of them like crazy. Devout craziness. Welcome. He has become a member. Man, you got a crazy group now you're part of, dude. But you got emotes. You could use cool emotes now. Like in the chat, if you go bed bug, I think that's one. Yeah, it is. It's colon and then BEDBUG and then colon. That'll do that. But you can also click the little face and you get all my custom emotes in there. Those are my custom emotes. I need to design some more. But that's what I got. So thank you for joining member of the crazies. We're not that crazy. Well, most of my members aren't crazy. Just some of them. Well, mainly me. Probably only me. I'm just talking about me. I just like to include everybody as if everybody's like me. Buying Kias. The fact that I keep buying Kias makes me crazy.
You know, I would honestly not be surprised if you still ended up buying another Kia.
But look, I ain't gonna buy no more Kias. I'm not gonna do that. But look at my. Oh, I wonder if these will do a better picture than what my other camera does. Look at that. Look at that. That makes me crazy. Alicia says I'm crazy because I got pet bed bugs in a jar.
When we were first married, you kept a black widow spider in the house.
I did have a black widow in the house, didn't I? I remember
You
that.
froze it and left it frozen for like 6 months and then thawed it to see if it would still be alive.
It came back to life.
It did.
It did.
It did.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Good learning experience for my children. Teach them how black widows don't die from freezing. Hey, but I do have pet bed bugs. I currently have a 2022 Kia Soul with 9,000 miles on it. I sure hope it doesn't blow a motor, but I've heard nothing but bad things about Kias. Kias haven't always been bad. My first two cars, the Kia Rio and the Kia Soul, both I loved. They were amazing. They were very dependable, good cars. It's just recently, within the last maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years, that they've just become, can I say shit on YouTube? Maybe not. I won't say that word then. Doo-doo. They've become doo-doo. Doo-doo's funnier anyway. It makes people laugh when you say doo-doo. Makes my kids laugh anyway. Always makes my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old. If I look at them and say, you smell like doo-doo, they'll laugh at me. He says, you're not crazy. It's the rest of the world that's messed up. You got that right, Brad. Try Mazda. I could go for a Mazda. They got nice cars.
Yeah, when we sold the Kia Soul,
I sold the Kia to Mazda.
I was like, man, I could go for a Mazda one day. We don't have quite so many kids to fly around.
Yeah, that's one of the things is I like to be able to have a backup car for the kids. If for some reason something happens to the van or something, we can still get around.
I mean, we used the Sorento to get around in.
Yeah, the Sorrento's nice. It is nice to drive in. But if it don't drive because the motor's knocking. See, that's what I told Alicia today when all this stuff has happened. I said, well, the Kia dealership, they quoted me almost $14,000 to replace this motor.
Minimum.
That's the minimum. Price of the motor and price of labor. That's what they priced me. So I got a garage looking into it to see if they can give me a better price. And I'm like, I could always just drive it. Some people will drive a motor that's knocking for years and it won't ever lock up. And then other people will drive it for a half an hour and it'll lock up right away. And I don't want to be driving out on the interstate going 70 miles an hour and have a motor lock up. That's the last thing I want to happen. And some of the places I drive require you to drive 70 miles an hour. That's the speed limit. So it's like, that you got to think about that. And your safety. Oh, someone said they've been stealing Kia cars in my city because they're easy to break into and drive off.
When I was researching what was wrong with it, I was seeing that. They're easy to hijack.
This guy says, at the moment, I run my pest control business with a Mazda 3 hatchback. Let me see what that looks like. Let's look together. Let's all look together at cars. All right, Mazda 3 hatchback.
Ooh,
Let's look at pictures. All right. Well, that's a nice car. It kind of looks like a Prius. A little bit. A little bit. I bet they go fast. See, I like hatchbacks. I like hatchback. It gives you a lot of room and you can get into the car real easy. Like, let's see, that's really nice. That's like a little mini SUV. I like that. I could work out of that. And it'd probably get good gas mileage too. And it's a 2.5 turbo. That I could put a tow on that and tow that little bitty trailer. Because that 2.5, oh wait, was it 2.8? Was it the 2.8? The Kia Soul was a 2.8 one, at least. I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, see, the Kia Soul, yeah, the new one doesn't have a turbo. Yeah, see, that one had a turbo, but that's why I was able to pull that trailer, because it had a turbo motor. This is just a 2.0, so that's bigger. That's a bigger motor. That's a 2.5. So that my trailer is that light. My trailer's like 800 pounds. It doesn't weigh anything. His is a 2014. All right, let me look at that. 2014. And you're running a 2014 and you got three. You run it off out of one of those and it's a 2014. That's not bad. If it's still running, that's a 10-year-old car. Did you buy new or used? The wife is asking, Aaron. See, that one's only 14,000 used with 100,000 miles on it.
See, we could just have a car. If we're spending drop that kind of money on a motor, we just have a Mazda.
Yeah, if I'm going to drop that kind of money on a motor, I might as well just buy a Mazda and leave mine like a shed in the yard like a redneck. See, I didn't lose a car today. I gained a shed. That's what it is. Just take the chairs out of it and then make a perfectly good shed. I could put it in the backyard, use it like a doghouse. And it's insulated. He bought it used.
Yes, I'm just feeling like maybe we should just buy some used cars. I mean, although this car in particular was secondhand, we bought it with 60.
Mazdas are good cars, though. Honestly, they have a good name. I wasn't even thinking about Mazda. Well, the reason I was thinking about like a Toyota or a Subaru is because Toyotas and Subarus have really good names for themselves and they last a long time. Like my sister-in-law is driving a Subaru that is what, 20 years old? That Subaru's 20 years old, isn't it? It is an old car. It's got hundreds of thousands of miles on it and it is still running, still works, can still be worked on and fixed. And they just run like forever.
They've got some issues, but I mean, it's been running. They still have it running. I think she bought that back when she started college.
I thought that your grandmother gave it to her.
Yeah, my grandmother bought it for her.
Yeah.
I think for like $8,000. It was a couple years old, and she has it. What?
$8,000. You could tell it's 2024, can't you?
Well, I mean, it was used. It wasn't brand new. It was a second hand, but I think it was still like only a couple years old. And she's had that thing.
I'll tell you what's great, Aaron. I'll tell you what's great. If you use Talon Weather Block, when you're done with the bucket, you rip the lid off and you clean it out real good, and you put your B&G in there. So you know how sometimes when you're driving down the road, the handle might slip and get squeezed a little bit and leak some chemical out of the end of your B&G. You got it in that bucket, man. It just goes in the bucket. It don't hurt nothing. I run with those, and they also give you good spacing so they don't rattle around and they don't tip over and stuff, and it keeps them from bumping into stuff and breaking. Those wands will break if you're not careful. And that's worked really good for me with my car because I can put those buckets in and out. It's real easy to put them in and out. But you go through the rat poison when you work in pest control. You go through rat poison like candy, and so you empty those buckets quick, and you can reuse them. Just rip the lids off and use them to space your B&Gs apart, and they work really good for that. You can kind of repurpose the bucket. So That's what I do in my car. And I've got one for my Crossfire B&G, one for my Alpine B&G, and one for my outdoors like Onslaught or Bifenthrin or something like that. That's usually what I put in that B&G. So I got one for each of them. And then I can put my rat bait bucket in there too, and everything fits all the way across, and it looks uniform and it looks good. It looks good. The thing is if you open the hatchback and the customer looks in there and says it sees that it's all jumbled up and looks like garbage, and you don't care about the shape of your car, they're like, man, you drive a junk heap. I don't know if I want you working in my house or not. And it worked real good. Talon makes good buckets for that. I don't know if anybody else makes buckets that'll fit that well, but I like a Talon weather block because it's it's like a 5-gallon bucket almost.
It's like kind of squared off.
Yeah, and it's square. It's square, so it fits like perfect. It's not round, so it's not gonna like jumble around or anything. But I've only ever used Talon. Anyway, so Miss Ann, if you want to get it from somewhere other than Amazon, you might try some other websites. So what I recommend, now I don't know how to make it look like I'm from another state, but what you can do is you can go to domyown.com and then you can search Crossfire. And it's not Foxfire, it's Crossfire. So you can search Crossfire there, and there it is right there. I will link that. I don't think I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can link the actual product. There it is. You can try and see if they'll ship that to you. Post that in chat. And you can also go to Do It Yourself. So another site is Do It Yourself. I think it's doityourself.com. No. Do It Yourself Pest Control. Let's just do a search. And Do It Yourself Pest Control. Also, it's DIY Pest Control. And then search Crossfire there. And then you click that. And what you want is the 13-ounce bottle. You don't want to buy this $381 bottle. You want to buy this one here. And so go there. And I'll give you that link. And just see if they'll ship them to you or not. Sometimes they will. Believe it or not, had a Ford Bronco that had over 1 million miles on it. They towed it to the Ford company for inspection and they kept it.
Wow.
Someone says, this person, WTBM123, says, we drive a 1999 Toyota Sienna. I like the old Toyota Siennas. I actually like them.
I think we've all gone to that motor, the EV motors.
Yeah, everybody's going to EV motors, and I don't like EVs. I considered getting maybe a Tesla truck, but then all this research has come out about sitting on top of a lithium-ion battery and what it can do to your nether regions and how it can mess with your reproductive system. And so I'm not buying them. Obviously, I like to reproduce. I've got the 5th baby on.
Well, I mean, if they're just finding that out now, what are they going to find out in the future?
Yeah.
That kind of maybe put the brakes.
Well, they have said that the radiation that comes off a cell phone isn't good for that either. And the fact that you're sitting right on top of a lithium-ion battery the size of a Volkswagen is not necessarily a good idea. So, yeah, you have a good night, Brad. I appreciate you coming and being my cheerleader tonight. I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. I don't want to go. Somebody else want to go to the dentist for me? Huh?
You're just having a wonderful birthday week, aren't you?
It's the best birthday week a man could ask for. My son gave me the gift this morning when I went to go start up my car. It's broken, won't work. And then I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. Yay! Woo! Best week ever. They're gonna go and, let me ask you guys a question. It's a serious question. When you go to the dentist, Does the lady that clean your teeth act like she's trying to dig for gold when she's flossing your teeth? Like she is trying to really just dig in there, and they shove it in there and they pull it out and they shove it in there and they pull it out. And it's just like the most hateful thing they can do. Like they've done already ground all around and done that vibrate thing all over your teeth, and they've cleaned the tartar off and everything. And then they go through with floss and they act like they're trying to rip your gums out. Do you experience that same thing when you go to the dentist? Because I do. I do.
That's that one girl in particular. I already decided if they put her on me again, I'm going to say,
Maybe she's just angry. An angry dental assistant.
The girl that I usually see was not in the office, and she is so gentle. But man, they put that other girl on me because the other one I think was out on maternity leave or something.
She takes all her aggression out on your gums.
Oh, yeah, I decided, I don't know why I stayed in that chair. I never wanted to pop out of the chair so bad.
Oh, poor thing. I also own a 2008 Honda Odyssey. I like Odysseys too.
That was in the
That's a minivan, isn't it?
yeah, that was in the commercial. It was like a commercial in Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
That was
Deadpool.
funny.
Deadpool gave a really good commercial for a Honda Odyssey. If anyone has not seen Deadpool yet, you might try to look up a scene, the Honda Odyssey scene, and man, that thing can still drive after all that. And I'd buy me an Odyssey too. Shoot, that was you gotta.
That movie theater said maybe we should test drive a Honda Odyssey.
For those that have never seen Deadpool, this is gonna be a spoiler. But Deadpool fights Wolverine in a Honda Odyssey, and it drives away.
It's
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I think that was probably my favorite scene.
Talk about product placement. I mean, if Honda paid for that product placement, and they probably did, that was an amazing idea. Whoever was behind their PR, that was amazing. So, see, if I sit like this over on this side, the Horde and Alliance come up really good right there. But see, this whole room's going to change. Probably next time you see me live, this whole room's going to be different. Because
they're
they're,
a short live and do like a tour of the dismantled room.
well, I thought I might do that. I was talking about it earlier when you were upstairs. I said I might actually do a live stream and even show putting it together and stuff, maybe. Miss Ann says, I think it's stupid they floss your teeth when you can do that yourself at home. She needs to pick and scrape with that metal tool and scrape off the stains and get back and get the back of the teeth good. I agree. They do a good job. They do a good job. I complain. So I had bad teeth. Years ago, I had a lot of. I have to get periodontal cleaning because I have a lot of problems with like receding gums and stuff, and I had to get cavities filled all along here, all along back here. I have pop cavities because when my wife and I first got together, I used to have a lot of sugar in my coffee and it rotted my teeth out. I brush my teeth. She'll tell you I'm religious about oral hygiene. I always brush my teeth and floss and all the time, but I couldn't. My ability to clean my teeth couldn't keep up.
Yeah, your genetics too.
Oh yeah, my mom had bad teeth too, but it's it also stems from the diabetes. I've got mild diabetes too, and so it comes with bad teeth. You have bad teeth, so I had to have a lot of work done to my teeth. And now when I go to get my cleaning done, it's periodontal cleaning, so it's painful, and then they want to dig at them with a piece of floss. And I agree with you, Miss Ann. I think all they really need to do is scrape that stuff out of there and clean the back of my teeth and leave me alone. And leave that floss out of my house. I floss my teeth all the time. I can floss. I floss all the time. So anyway, we're talking about sugar bugs. We're not talking about bed bugs. That's what I tell my kids. I always tell my kids that they need to do a really good job cleaning the sugar bugs off their teeth so they don't have to lose their teeth. Aaron says if you go to Mexico, you can pay $30 for a great teeth cleaning.
Well, maybe we just need to start taking a vacation in Mexico.
Mexican just pull your teeth out, don't they? I heard stories about Mexico that pull your teeth out.
All this stuff on TikTok about medical tourism and people getting their nose jobs.
I don't want no nose job. I like my big, humongous
Well,
nose.
the doctor recommended us go possibly research going out of the country to get Finley's hernia done. Because it's just so expensive in America.
Oh, they did fine. Finley's hernia is fine.
He did fantastic. He
Of
really
course.
liked the team.
Well, I have been here for an hour streaming. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and get on to bed and try to get some good sleep on my birthday before I have to let them go and torture me tomorrow with teeth work. So I made it. I got here. I streamed. Fantastic. I'm just glad it worked. Didn't have any problems all night. And it was absolutely a dirty computer. That was the reason that my streaming wouldn't work for 2 weeks in a row. So hopefully if I'm not here next week, I will try to be here more often. Like I said, I'm really considering doing like a stream like during the day, maybe playing a game or something like that, and just kind of answering the questions as they come in, but mostly just to kind of play some games and chill. So if that works out for people, just let me know. Leave a comment below the video or comment on my community channel on the YouTube channel. Don't forget, I have a second channel. For those that don't know, I have a second YouTube channel. Let me show you my second channel before I leave because I really want to share this with you guys. So if you go to my YouTube and you go to these links up here at the top, my second channel is right here. This is the link to my second channel. It's Green Acres Live. Instead of Green Acres PC, it's Green Acres Live. And you can click that. And I've got all of my live streams are here. So I'm going to start posting live streams here. My goal is to eventually stream live on this channel and leave my main channel for the short videos only. Because the problem with YouTube is YouTube wants either short form content or long form content. They don't like both on the same channel. And because my live streams consist of an hour long or longer, and then my regular video, like the video I just released yesterday is only 10 minutes long. And so YouTube sees that as like 10, 11 minutes. That's too short. That shouldn't go with live streams and it won't push my stuff out to people and people don't see it. And my goal is to try to help as many people as possible. So my live streams, I'm going to stream live here until the other channel takes off more and more people are over there. But once that happens, that's the goal, is to be over there. So the VOD will stay here for a week. And then after a week, it will move over to the other channel. So if you want to watch any of my old past VODs, and I've started chaptering them, so you can click and go right to where like the Drawing with Jason bits and stuff that I do, where I teach you how to do bed bugs, how to treat a car, how to treat a house, all the places you need to actually treat and target. They're really easy to keep up with. So I spent like a good 2 or 3 days trying to get it all set up with at least this whole last year's worth of live streams. So hopefully everything will be there and easy to get a hold of, easy for you guys to find out, how to get rid of your bugs and stuff. So hopefully that'll help. I appreciate you guys coming tonight, and I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good one. And like I said, follow me and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.